Oil was at $98 a barrel earlier, still there, up $1.83. Now, let's get to Washington. Republican Congressman Steve Pearce is live with us from Capitol Hill. Congressman, we're hearing about the possibility that some in the Republican Party in the House will accept tax increases as part of a big budget deal. Would you accept tax increases?
Absolutely not. The economic truth is that tax increases kill jobs. We're at 9% unemployment. How much more unemployment do we have to get to understand we're on the wrong track? What we need to do is create jobs.
I just want to nail it down so we're real tight about what we mean by a tax increase, because the definition of a tax increase is getting pretty broad-based these days. Would you consider it, or would you consider voting for the sale of some government property? That, for example, is a revenue raiser. Some call that a tax increase. I don't, but would you accept it?
Yes, we have checkerboard lands in the West that are owned by the government that are basically unused. We have buildings that are unused. Those things I would accept. I don't consider those tax increases. Okay. Tax increases are on businesses or on people asking them to pay more money.
So you would not accept changing the depreciation schedule on private jets, for example, which would lead to more money coming into the government from private jet owners. That you would not accept?
That I would not accept, because what it would do is put the jet manufacturers to a lower level, either out of business or fewer jobs. Again, it kills jobs if you're going to affect the depreciation schedule. So keep in mind that we're after jobs. We're not after punishing corporations.
Now, we get all these reports this morning that the two sides are in fact moving, inching a little bit closer together towards a deal somewhere in the middle. What's your report on that?
Well, we just talked to the Speaker just a few minutes ago. He said that tax increases are not on the table at all. But I have to hear that we get fundamental reform. It's not enough to cut spending. We need fundamental reforms that will last through years of the budget. We've got here over a period of years. We need to correct the mechanisms as well as cut the spending, and taxes should not be on the table.
So that report that you just got from the Speaker, would it suggest that there is movement towards a deal? Is he suggesting that in any way?
He did suggest that we're moving toward a deal, and he said no taxes, but then he did say what you said, that there are some revenue questions that are being asked right now and being answered. So if it's the sale of properties, I'm fine with that. If it's the creation of new royalties, we haven't cut trees basically in the nation for a number of years. That would be new sources. I would absolutely go for cutting trees. That would create jobs. More drilling in the shale oil part of the nation, that's been restricted. So those things that would create jobs and create new royalties to the government, absolutely, I would do that.
Congressman Steve Pearce, Republican from New Mexico. A pleasure, sir. Thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Fox News.